indoor game. $25 dining car. We'll have a table to give away for the event. I'll be there Sunday at 1. And in fact, I was at Northern Lights last night as the team Sudden Death won the first ever Hayes Big Sports Trivia Competition. Joining me now, Ted, Kevin, and Zach, members of that team. Ted, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Homer.
Hi, Ted. Well, how'd the team get together? You guys all work together? We want to know more about the first ever championship team.
Yes, we all work together.
Can you say where?
Sure. We work in the Monopoly Falls Post Office.
So, Zach, how was the decision made to put a team together and compete in this?
Well, Ted had qualified us for it, and I guess he just figured we knew a lot about sports, so just decided to give us a chance. And he knew Kevin knew a lot, so that was a good thing.
Now, Kevin is the last one, and no disrespect to Ted and Zach, but I think, Ted, you and Zach would admit that Kevin kind of carried you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
So I'm afraid to ask how long you've known that Kevin knows every answer. The first person I've met in a long time that I think may be the equal of Rain Man. How long have you known this about Kevin, Ted?
I didn't know he knew this much. He was amazing.
So did you practice? Let me bring on the all-star member of the team, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Homer. Ted came up to me a couple weeks ago and mentioned that he was entered in the contest, and he asked if I'd, want to be part of his team. And my wife, on and off over the years, has kind of kidded with me that, it'd be fun if I could somehow put all this random knowledge floating around in my head to good use. And, I didn't know what to expect, and I told Ted, sure, I'd have fun participating. And, we showed up, and things turned out a heck of a lot better than I ever could have imagined.
Talking with the winning team from our Hayes Big Sports Trivia Contest last night, Sudden Death. Each member of the team won $1,700. Zach, I don't know if you're aware of this, but by a vote of 56-1, the decision was made that Kevin might deserve a little bit more than a third of the total take.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Did you guys get together at all, Zach, in terms of, discussing anything? I don't know. Kevin, if there's a draft, will, of course, be the #1 choice in the upcoming sports trivia draft. I think Ted was wise to get a hold of him, get him locked in early.
Yeah.
So did you get together at all or talk about any questions or any strategy whatsoever, or was it, go get him, Kevin?
Well, we kind of thought we'd, keep it conservative at first, and for what I thought was best is if I didn't know it for sure, Kevin probably would. It seemed like even if I knew it, he was buzzing before me.
It was funny because when we played our first match, I didn't really know what to expect. I thought, is it going to be weighted down more with, Badger, Bucks, Brewer, Packer questions, or is it going to be weighted more toward national? And I'm actually better on the older stuff, and I found Zach really did well on the newer stuff. And as far as like Badgers and Marquette from the past 10 years, I feel Zach knows so much more than me in those areas. So I think, and Ted too, I think the three of us complemented each other well. I think it was a total team effort. I thought last night the questions were, in our final two games, I felt kind of lucky that they asked a lot of older stuff, but there was a game last week where Zach was just on fire with a lot of the newer material.
Geez, I didn't notice one or the other. I'll have to go back and check the questions. I don't know what old is. Is old more than like 5 years or 10 years? I tried to balance it where I had more of the area teams, but still a lot of questions that weren't. I don't know what it seemed because I wasn't competing, so I would be open to any observation. Ted?
I thought they were pretty well balanced.
Didn't have enough soccer questions in probably, or...
Well, the game, the Three Mules team, Ted and Zach and I thought the Three Mules team was very impressive in their first game, and in their game there were a couple soccer questions, and Ted and I were looking at each other like, oh man, if they ask these soccer questions and these women's marathon questions, we might be in for a long night.
Yes, the call of the night was Uda Pippig.
Oh,
I don't know who got it right, but I wrote it solely so that they wouldn't get it right. I said, no one will get this one. And then somebody got an answer to it. Well, congratulations to all three of you. Appreciate you competing. We had a great event, a lot of people there, and everybody seems to enjoy it. And spend your money well. You've earned it. Ted, Kevin, and Zach, congratulations. The team Sudden Death, our first ever Pays Big sports trivia winners, and it was worth it. Kevin, when Ted asked you, did he mention anything about $1,700 to each team winner?
Well, he mentioned the first prize, but I mean, with 32 teams, you have no idea what you're going up against. And Ted, Ted mentioned at different trivia contests and different radio programs, he mentioned, some people that might be good. So, I mean, the money, of course, was enticing, but I mean, I just found it fun to compete. I'm in my early 40s, and there's not a lot of things I do in my life at this point where I'm, competing against other people. So I thought, well, you know what, 32 teams, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but, we'll just see. And then after the first match, I thought, I think we got a chance to, advance. I mean, I didn't dream we'd win the thing, but... I felt pretty good after our first match that we'd be around a while.
Well, you're selling yourself well, Kevin, because I can tell you, behind the scenes, after round one, who's that guy? So the word was out. You're soft selling it pretty well. Congratulations. You might want to consider sending something to ESPN and give it your best shot against the Schwab. Ted, Kevin, and Zach, thanks to you all, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Sudden Death. And I'm guessing we'll have another sports trivia competition. Went really well. As I said, everybody had a great time. Jason Wilde coming up next from Summerfest, the Master Spas of Wisconsin Broadcast Center, the remote Time Warner Cable Studio. This, the world's greatest sports talk show.